Classification. So we're going to look at Carl Linnaeus's classification system. And this classification system is primarily based on physical similarities, but the basis of this classification system may change in the future to include the genetic material. So as you can see, this is a system of larger groups getting smaller, and each group, as it gets smaller, the organisms have more in common, as we could see here in what would be the classification of the American black bear, or Ursus americanus. Now, when it comes to the classification system itself, the different groups that organisms are arranged in are called taxa. Now, if we're talking about a single group, then it is a taxon. So taxon is singular and taxa is plural. This system starts with the largest group, which is the domain, and goes down to the smallest group. A lot of the time, a pyramid is used to show this, because as you go down this pyramid, the groups get smaller and they get more exclusive. So what that means is, as you go down from domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, the groups get smaller because they have more and more in common. So you can basically go through the classification system of any organism that has been identified. And organisms that have been identified are also going to be known by their scientific names, which is a two-name naming system that we'll look at in just a bit. So when you're going through the classification system, things that you will see, you'll see it written in different ways, usually the pyramid, or as you see here with these circles, species being the smallest group and then moving outward to the largest group. And then here you see the classification of two different organisms that are fairly common in biology. One, of course, being a human, and the second being Gregor Mendel's pea plants. Now, in order to remember your taxa in order, your classification groups in order, a lot of people use this memory device. King Philip came over for good soup. Now, the only problem with this one is that it leaves out the largest group, which is the domain. And there are only three different domains. Two of them are prokaryotes, the bacteria and the archaea, and one group of eukaryotes, generally just referred to as eukarya. And then there are 6 kingdoms, multiple phyla, classes, orders, family, and then genus and species.